I just thought I could do two things. I could sit around and do nothing, or I could just concentrate on trying to be creative, keep my head occupied. And then I thought, right, if we're ever going to start our own brand, it's got to be now. It's now or never. I think every decision in our lives has been based around what we do, surfing, living that lifestyle.
Timo Mullen and Karl, founders of FoamLife, a brand creating simple, stylish, and sublimely comfortable products that don't cost the earth.
And we said, let's set our goals high, and we're gonna be the number one sustainable footwear / flip-flop brand in the world. We have some shit days. If you think about what we've been through COVID, straight after COVID, a war. During COVID, there also was a shipping crisis.
I'd rather fail at this than regret not doing it.
Okay, guys, welcome.
Hi, Alex.
Interested to know how you went from earning six-figure salaries to losing your jobs, being left with nothing during the pandemic, to launching FoamLife, a sustainable global flip-flop brand based on the south coast of England in Poole. Let's kick things off. 2020, just before pandemic hits. What were you both doing?
Probably getting phone calls from Timo saying, have we ordered the stock yet for the collection that we're currently working on for the previous brand we were working for? COVID was slowing everything down, and it got to the point where we knew something was wrong, and then a few weeks later the business closed down and we went into lockdown, and that sort of got us thinking about what's the future of the brand. Are we going to lose our jobs? And so I was running the design department, production, buying, garment tax, the creative side of marketing. Timo, you were sales, weren't you?
Yeah, this is for one of the biggest...
I could see you in sales.
Yeah. So this is for one of the biggest sports surf lifestyle brands, definitely in the UK, turning over at its peaks, 63 million.
Really?
Yeah, it's a brand called Animal, actually, which I'm sure everyone has heard of. And both of us have been there. I was there for 23 years.
No way.
In sales, yeah. And Karl was there for...
I was there 17 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so
times.
yeah, so we were very well experienced in everything. And obviously when you work for a company as long as myself and Karl did, you're very near the top. And, a lot of things that are going on, sense a lot of things. We were obviously both earning pretty big salaries at that point. And yeah, suddenly with COVID and, the owner of the company, looking at what the future might hold, and he decided to close the company down and sell it.
Because no one at the time knew how bad COVID was.
We all thought it was like a couple of weeks on hold, didn't we?
All we knew was everything's closing down, retail's going to die. It just all went to a standstill. And actually, when we went into lockdown, I was still working for Animal for a while. So I was still in the management meetings. We were still trading online. And then actually that sort of month into it, sales figures I think were the best they'd ever had online. So it sort of showed that there was something else coming around the corner, that big e-commerce boom.
What is living the foam life?
Good question. Yeah, so when we came up with the brand name, so a lot of people ask us, why FoamLife?
Yeah.
So basically, we live and breathe being in the water. Alex, I see Alex every morning. Actually, I know for me, we swim every morning, 6:30. Myself and Karl have surfed, windsurfed all our lives from like little groms. I'm 51. Karl's
44 next month.
44 next month. So we've basically been in the water all our lives. And so what happens when a wave breaks, there's always the residue of a wave is foam. It's like the foam in the water. And we're always in the water. And we actually we're like, okay, that's a really cool name, foam. And then we're like, yeah, but it's a lifestyle as well. It's just not about, being in the water, being a surfer, being a windsurfer. It's also a tribe as well, back in the day, a long time ago. I think you still do get it in different, you'll always wear an LA Raiders t-shirt or hoodie. So I already know you're a Raiders man.
Yeah.
So back in the day, if you had an animal watch strap on and you saw somebody at the bar in a nightclub or whatever, and they're leaning to pay for their drink, and you saw the animal watch strap, you go, mate, he's part of the tribe. He's a surfer.
Yeah.
So we went, it's a lifestyle, because it is, it's like...
So would you have called it foam if that was available?
We tried to.
We tried to.
I was going to say, or was that part of the process?
Yeah. So if you call something foam, you're like basically, I hope I get this right. So if we tried to trademark a pair of flip-flops and called it foam, you're basically telling the consumer, these are foam. But that could be every single pair of flip-flops in the world is foam. So you can't call a pair of flip-flops foam, but you could call you could call a wooden stick foam. So for example, a good example is Apple, right? So an Apple computer is clearly not an Apple.
Yeah.
So that's how they get away with it. So you're not like, basically saying this is foam.
Yeah.
Like this is like, we are saying this is foam.
But we liked that double meaning.
What was the one thing you needed to just do it and get from where you were? So think back in the pandemic, things are fizzling out with previous employer to where you are today.
For me, it was thinking I'd rather fail at this than regret not doing it. And that was just from watching podcasts like the stuff that you do.
Yeah.
Constantly. And just that can't happen to me. I have to try this.
Brilliant. Well, look, really interesting story. I wish you both all the very best indeed. People want to find out more, where can they buy?
Yeah, so it's www.thefoamlife.com. That's our URL. And in pretty much any cool surf lifestyle store around the UK, Europe, Australia, list all the countries,
Yeah.
And if you've got a cool shop that doesn't stock it and you wish they did, tell them to buy it.
Just about to say,
because word of mouth is the best marketing you can have, and we make fantastic product that everyone loves, and you can do as much pay-per-click advertising as you want, but if you've got people out there saying I love these and telling their friends, that's your best marketing.